How you doing, guys? It's your boy Nando reporting for the Pound for Pound Boxing Show. Today I've got a very, very special guest live from the States, Super Featherweight sensation himself, Andy Vences. How you doing, champ?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you for joining us. It's great to see you. And just first question I just want to know is, how's camp going?
Oh, camp's going good. Yeah, everything's going good. You know, I was actually I was already training and sparring before I got this fight announced, and I was in a little bit of a waiting game, but I was getting a little desperate. You know, I hadn't fought since July, so I was kind of wondering what was going to happen with my career because I hadn't heard anything. But luckily, my wife and my dad, they kept telling me to be patient, and sure enough, I was helping get a fighter ready. His name was Willie Shaw, so I was getting sparring rounds with him. And then a couple weeks after, they gave me the opportunity to fight this fight on Triller pay-per-view under Teofimo Lopez, who's a good friend of mine. So it was unbelievable. It was an unbelievable opportunity, and I'm happy and blessed to have gotten the opportunity. But it just happened in a weird way because I also when the opportunity was given to me, that was the day I lost my job too. They kind of let me go. So it was kind of a mix of both worlds where, you know, one door closed but another one open. So I figured that was a sign from God to just focus on what I love to do and my passion. So that's my job right now, and I'm giving it 150%, and I'm gonna go handle business and literally come straight back home. I'm not going out to Miami, Florida for no other reason other than to do a job and just come back.
See, when you put your faith in God, that's what happens, champ. You know, one door closes, another one opens, and what an amazing opportunity you have, because not only are you on by far right now one of the biggest promotions, which is Triller, up and coming, big in boxing, a lot of money as well. You're on a massive card as well. Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosas as well. What a card to be on. How do you feel about that? I know, let's say you never lost your job anyway, but what a card to be on in Triller as well. How do you feel about that?
No, for sure. It's huge. So they had my manager had asked me if I wanted to fight on this card or if I wanted to fight on a Triller card later in July that has Oscar de la Hoya on it. And I had the option of one or the other, and I definitely, without thinking, I said this card because I know the magnitude of this fight. Not only my fight, but the main event. You know, you got the Australian guy, George, and, you know, you got my good friend Teofimo, who's on top of the world right now. You know, he had an unbelievable performance event against Lomachenko, so I think everyone's excited to see him. But yeah, it's an amazing card to be on. Triller focused on just boxing fights for this specific card, so the fight fans can get real boxing. I know a lot before there's been a lot of show, but they're really doing both. They are having performing artists and whatnot, but I feel like the boxing fights are similar records. You got two of the undefeated guys in the main event. You got me versus Carroll, who's also has 2 losses just like me. So I feel like all the fights they put on the card were like similar records on paper. So it's unbelievable. Every fight is going to be awesome. Not only mine, the main event, the 2 women who are fighting for the undisputed titles. Yeah, Michael Hunter's like. It's a badass card. It's a great card to look forward to.
It's an amazing card. Let's talk about your opponent, Jono Carroll. Very popular in the UK with the Irish fans as well. Like you said, 2 losses. The guy has been at the world stage before. He came short against Tevin Farmer. 19 wins, 2 losses, one draw as well. What, apart from the experience, what dangers does he bring to the ring?
Well, I know he's been there. The only difference I feel me haven't, but I don't feel that was by choice. I feel that was from political reasons of a promoter not wanting me to fight for that world title for one thing or another. But I know that Carroll's been there and done that. As far as he's fought in the arenas, he's fought in front of people. He's fought for a world title, but he came short. But I myself have also fought as a co-main event, on very big cards on ESPN, and I've fell short. But I feel I fell short in a different way, to where, there was a fight here and there where I should have won, but I didn't get the decision, or something happened along the way. But I feel the difference here in this fight with me and him is no other than the skill and the technique. As far as the hunger, as far as the experience, I feel that is all pretty much the same. But the difference here is the skills and abilities that I now possess as to when I last fought. I feel Carroll and his team and everybody else looks at my past fights, but not knowing I've got a different trainer for the past year now. So they're gonna see a different fighter. It's not gonna be what they think it's gonna be. So I think that's gonna be the big difference is overlooking of how I'm gonna fight and what I'm gonna do, not knowing the skills and abilities I possess now that I've been working on for the past 9 months. I've been in the gym every day, even without a fight. I've been in the gym about 5-6 days a week, working hard, staying active, sparring, practicing, fixing stuff, sparring, practicing, fixing stuff. So that's going to be the difference. But as far as the experience, I feel it's very similar, just because, I've sparred with many guys who are now world champions, and I've fought, undefeated fighters who were undefeated at the peak of their careers. And I've fought southpaws at a big stage. So, I was tested with my first undefeated southpaw named Eric De Leon when he was 17-0 coming up. Everybody thought I was going to lose that fight, and many people predicted he was going to knock me out. And I had a stellar performance with him. And then after, I fought another southpaw 2 fights later. So I do have a lot of experience with southpaws. I've fought southpaws, so I don't think that should be the issue. I think the thing here is going to be the skills and abilities that I possess. But it should be, overall, it's going to be a good fight. Like, there's no way this fight's going to be easy. Like I said, the guy's 19-2. I have 2 losses. It's the same thing. So is it going to be a fight? Yeah, it's going to be a fight. But I just think I gotta be able to pick my fights in the right moments and be smart about it. But I have the same determination and hunger, if not more. I just got to let go from my job. So this is my only job now. So, like I said, I'm going with one purpose to Miami, to take care of business, and I want to come back home. I don't want to do anything else out there. I just want to get the job done and come back.
Amazing. You said you got a new trainer. Obviously, Jono Carroll and his team don't know what to expect. Obviously, not giving away your game plan. Is the plan to put on a show for the fans, or to make a statement? What that means is, are you looking to get him out of there?
Well, it depends what happens and how he takes the punches and how all that plays out. That's already I like to believe a lot in like, as far as me as a boxer, all I can do is work hard and do everything I can to win. Everything else is already written. The fight's already laid out. What's gonna happen? God knows that. God already has destinies already played out. So all I can do in my power is train hard, listen, focus, do everything in my power to become victorious. The rest is just going to happen. So, not even as far as a game plan or anything, but I think it's just going to have a lot to do with me getting my rhythm, finding myself. And after that, I think it's going to be a big difference. And, I think the difference here too is going to be my natural power. I don't think one's seen it, but I do possess power in both hands. I have 12 knockouts out of my fights, so I obviously can hit and put down somebody.
And we look forward to seeing that. What I want to know is, I know the focus is Jono Carroll on June 19th. Obviously, we should never look past our opponents. My question is to you is, winning this fight, what's next for you? I know the winner of this fight, it means a lot because it means climb up the ranking. You're fighting for that vacant WBC international silver title as well, push you up the rankings of the WBC. Is there anyone, maybe, I'm not trying to get you to call anyone out, but is there anyone you got your eye on by winning this fight who you think that's a great fight and that will put me up there with the big guys?
To be honest, I'll be honest with you right now. I can't even answer that question just because I'm so like focused on this guy. Like, and even going back to your other question where you're asking me what's the plan for this fight or what I'm trying to do. Honestly, what I'm trying to do is my goal and my task right now is to win. I don't care if I have to fight to win, to box to win, whatever I have to do in that ring that night to win, I'm gonna do it. So no, right now that's just my main goal because I know that winning this fight, I'm automatically gonna be in the top 15 once I win that belt and all that, which is great, right? But I feel I just gotta focus and take it just like I've taken everything in life, like one step at a time, one step at a time.
Yeah.
Ask me that question after the fight. Ask me that question after the fight, and I'll yeah.
One question I want to ask you, again, I'm not trying to get you to call anyone out. I think you suffered your first loss against Albert Bell. We interviewed him the other week. What I want to know is, one day, whether you win or lose this fight, one day, would you want to fight him again to avenge that loss, to make it right?
Not to make it right. I would just want to fight. I would just want to fight Albert Bell if I had the chance, just for the, for the fans, and obviously it was my first loss, but I don't feel that's a fight the fight fans want. I don't feel that's a fight that's gonna bring excitement. Like I look at Albert Bell, and ever since he got the title from me, what has he done? What has his performances been? Who has he fought? Everyone Albert Bell's fought after me have been opponents that I already beat. So what does that tell me? That tells me that I'm obviously on a different level and that I'm better than the guy. Yeah, he was better that night and he beat me. Okay, so be it. But ask yourself, what has Albert Bell done since he fought me? He's fought all of my leftovers. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't even want that fight. The fight was only entertaining because it was me that made it entertaining. Albert Bell ran away, played long. He did what he had to do to win. I give him that. He did win and he did what he had to do. But I don't feel it's an entertaining fight. Right now, moving forward after this fight, what I want to do is fight the big fights, not looking past anybody, but I want to fight the big fights that are going to bring entertainment, like, to the fans. That, like, look at this fight. Jono Carroll, like, he's 19-2, same record as mine. Like, his style is aggressive. He's explosive. This is pure excitement. Like, the fans and the people, they want to see fights like this. They don't want to see fights like that where you got a guy who just doesn't want to engage and is very selective on his offense. And I don't know. That's just not my goal as a fighter. I joined the sport of boxing because I used to watch Eric Morales, Marc Antonio Barrera, and I used to go, damn, look at those guys. Like, that, I didn't care who won or lost. I would look at the fight and go, damn, that was a badass fight. Like, that fight, unbelievable. Like, I would just be left with that fight in my head. And I feel like I want to put on and get those type of fights where they're 50-50 type fights, just like this one, where people are going to remember, Jesus, that guy's a warrior. He really fought through it and he won that fight, or whatever it was. But that's my goal right now. But as far as Albert Bell, I'm not concerned. And he's doing his thing. He's obviously, they don't know what to do with him. I feel they don't know what to do with him. They don't know where to take him. And that's because of the style he brings on TV. I just feel the fans don't want to see that. The fans don't want to see that.
I echo what you said about Barrera and Antonio Marquez as well. Barrera, I used to love watching him, but he broke my heart when he beat Prince Nassim, our very own Prince Nassim Hamed. So, and what a fight that was. Great fighters, great fighters. Unbelievable. One of the greatest. Along a line of many Mexican fighters, but Juan Antonio Barrera was just unbelievable.
Right.
What I want to ask you, as well. Sorry. What I was going to say is, I know you said you want entertaining fights. In the UK, in the super featherweight division, we've got some top fighters from the UK. Don't know if you know any of them. The likes of Zelfa Barrett, Archie Sharp, the British champion Anthony Kakachi, and then you go right at the top. You got Joe Cordina, Martin J. Ward, who's fighting on the Devin Haney Linares undercard this weekend as well. If a big opportunity came to you to fight one of our top fighters in the UK, would you be willing to travel to the UK?
No, yeah, of course. It obviously depends, what's at stake and for what, Like this fight got presented, like this fight with Carroll got presented, and it was like for the title. It was on Triller, one of the biggest card. It just all made sense whether I would go over there or I would fight him over here. Like, it just had to make sense for my career, because that's one of the things. That's good you brought that up, because that was something that I made a mistake in my career. Was when I fought Albert Bell, I was ranked higher than Albert Bell, and Albert Bell was ranked lower. So, and he was 14-0 at the time I fought him. So I remember I had to discuss with the promoter at the time, like, hey, like, why am I even fighting this fight? Why am I fighting Albert Bell, who's ranked lower than me? Winning this fight, what is it going to do for me?
Yeah.
And they didn't really have nothing to say other than, oh, well, winning this fight, you're going to fight for a world title. And I was like, well, how am I going to fight for a world title? He's ranked lower than me. And they're like, well, if you don't fight this fight, you're not going to fight for the rest of the year. So pretty much I was cornered in taking the fight, which I wasn't scared or nothing. It just didn't make sense for my career while I was fighting Albert Bell, who was ranked lower than me. Yeah. But anyways, whatever happened. But that's what I learned in my career moving forward is I don't mind fighting anybody out there in the UK. Is something on the line, and is the money right? Well, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go all over the world. That's the thing. I want to be known globally. And that's my goal at the end of the day too, is to be an inspiration to many fighters around the world, not just here in the States.
Of course, you'd be surprised how many fans you got in the UK. So it'll be good to see you fight here too.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I want to talk about the main event that you're going to be in. Obviously, a friend of yours, Teofimo Lopez, against George Kambosas, two undefeated fighters, two ruthless fighters who are good at technique, but can come forward and trade as well. It's going to be an explosive fight. You already saw it in the press conference, the first press conference. What's your prediction for this fight?
I don't want to sound. I'm gonna say it from a standpoint where I'm not a friend of Teofimo, but I'll tell you as a viewer, I just see this is the difference here. George Kambosas, he's hungry. He wants to win. We never can question the will and the heart of a fighter. But at the same time, the skill and determination that Teofimo has, the power that he possesses is and the defense and the offense and him being so slick as he is, I love George's attitude. He fights for his family, his kids. He's hungry. It wasn't easy to get here. I understand that. I just see Teofimo having too much power and too much slickness with himself that I don't know. I just don't know. I feel like Teofimo is going to win. I definitely feel he's going to win the fight. And I don't know even if he's going to stop George. I just feel Teofimo's a lot bigger from what I've seen. He's a lot bulkier, but he's a lot very slippery, very, very, very sharp, very, very reactive fighter. So it's going to be a great fight, hands down. But I definitely have Teofimo winning the main event. And I'm sure he'll definitely be a favorite. But I love the Australian's attitude. I love his mindset, and I love his determination. And like I said, you can never question the heart and the will of a fighter, because those are two things you can't teach.
100%. I just want to ask you quickly if Teofimo wins, what's your thoughts of this potential fight with Josh Taylor?
Oh, that'll be awesome. That'll be a great fight for boxing. You know, he's the kid, and I call him the kid because he's younger than me, but he's really very, very mature for his age. But he's chasing greatness all around. Like, he's trying to be the first, you know, to be able to do something nobody's done. So I think that's a great move for him because he's so big, and he obviously makes weight, and he has to concentrate to make weight. So I feel fighting at 140, he'll be naturally himself. He won't have to drain or, you know, get a little on edge making weight. But I think that's a great fight. But I don't know if it'll happen yet. Or if he wants to chase someone else at 135 before going up. But it'll be interesting to see. You know, what a performance by Josh Taylor. You know, unbelievable performance. Great for boxing. Overall, great for boxing.
100%. Whoever Josh faces next, whether it's Crawford, whether it's Teofimo, it's going to be an amazing fight. We saw that what he did to Ramirez. Great fight as well. You know, Ramirez is a warrior. He took them shots. He lasted the fight. Nobody thought this fight was going to go the distance, and it did. And Josh Taylor showed everybody in the US who he is, because here in the UK, we knew who Josh Taylor was. We knew he was going to be a world champion. We knew he one day will be undisputed, and he did it. And we just want to see him in the best fights. And whether it's Teofimo or whether it's Terence Crawford, win for an amazing fight, no matter what.
Yeah, amazing performance. I obviously am here from the States. I was rooting for Ramirez, hoping Ramirez was going to win. Ramirez had a lot of heart and determination, but Josh Taylor was just the better man that night. But this is what I'm saying. Yeah. That's a perfect example. You have Josh Taylor and you have Ramirez. They did everything they could to train hard, eat right, sleep, do everything it is. The rest is destiny. It's all written.
That's it.
The fight was going to play out how it was going to play out, and it happened that way for a reason. Now they got Scotland's first ever, right? Undisputed champion.
Yep, that's it.
And congrats to him. Hey, I loved watching a couple of his videos. He came off of the plane and he said, I feel like I'm on top of the world. Like, you know, like, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable achievement. But respect to Ramirez. And I always know as a fighter, Ramirez has achieved something I as a fighter haven't achieved, and he's became a world champion. He got to that level. And that's my goal right now. So just a great inspiration fighter as well, both of them. And again, Josh Taylor came to the States to take the belts.
Yeah.
They didn't go over to the UK. So that's another thing we got to take in consideration. He won a unanimous decision fight, and he looked incredible, and congrats to him.
Yeah, amazing achievement. Andy, before I let you go, do you have a message for your fans, and what can they expect on June 19th?
June 19th, expect El Tiburon to come out determined, hungry, know what he's doing. You're in for excitement, facing another hungry, determined fighter. But I'm going to be the better man that night. I'm going to come out with the victory. I'm going to do whatever I have to take, whatever it takes to come out with that victory. As it is, I got to let go for my job. So this is my job. I'm dialed in 150%. One door closed and another one open. So I'll see you all June 19th. If you can't go in person, buy it on Triller pay-per-view. And I'm very excited to have a fan following and to receive all the messages I do and all the support. I know I can't respond to everybody because it's just a massive amount of messages every day, but I really just want to say thank you. And expect me to go to the UK if the opportunity is right.
We look forward to that, and I'm sure the opportunity will come. We've got amazing fighters here. We would love to see you in the UK, Andy. Andy, I just want to say thank you.
The UK has some of the best fighters. I've always said it.
Yeah, we got the best fans here. Believe me, the atmosphere you're going to see here is like no other. Andy, I just want to say thank you for taking your time to speak to us today. I want to wish not just you, but Jono Carroll as well. May the best man win that night. And I hope we speak to you soon. And stay safe.
All right. Thank you so much for inviting me to the show. Glad I could be here today. Just send me anything that comes out. I'll be glad to share it.
100%. We'll tag you in everything. Thank you, champ. We really appreciate that. Stay safe and good luck on June 19th.
All right. Stay safe. God bless.
Thank you. God bless.